All right, McKenna, how much different is it the second time around going to the Women's College World Series?
It was kind of unreal, like just that feeling after the game on Sunday. I was like, this does not feel real. Feels like a dream, but it's just awesome. The team that we have that's going and having that experience, I've already been there, is pretty cool, but I just think it's a different energy, different vibe with this team, and it's going to be so much fun, and that's why it's like, wow, we made it. Like we're at this point right now, so.
Carlin said after the game and the final pop-up and you get the final out to punch your ticket to the World Series, that it was just like a sigh of relief, like the job is done. What did that moment mean to you to be able to get back to the World Series in your senior campaign?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly started crying. I was like, this does not feel real. It is definitely just shows, and it's a testament to all the work that this team has done and the fights and battles that we've been throughout this season. So it is like that we finally made it moment, but job's not finished, and so I'm really excited to see where this week takes us.
Shocker, you're playing Oklahoma in the first game. What do you take from that series that you guys had, I think, a couple months ago into this, if at all, and how much have you watched that tape?
Yeah, I mean, I think we could take a lot of confidence knowing that, they're obviously a good team. They've probably grown throughout this season just as much as we have, and I think we could just take some confidence knowing that we can compete with them, and that, it's going to be a dogfight either way. But just kind of being able to look back at some film and to recognize the things that we've done, that they've done, things that we can do better, change, or whatnot. I think that just kind of helps us going into the game.
What gives you the confidence that you can go back out there, face them again, and get a similar result?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of like the energy we've had this weekend, it was unmatched, and I think was a big part to us winning the Supers. And so I think just that confidence again going into this weekend and just this week against Oklahoma, like bringing that fire, that competitiveness can help us big, and just it's a bigger environment, it's a bigger stage. You got more Oklahoma fans probably than Tennessee fans, but either way, it's just really awesome knowing that you got 25 people next to you rooting for you and cheering you on.
What's been your advice to the younger players on the team who haven't experienced this? Because you were in that position 2 years ago. Now what's your advice to those people who are you from 2 years ago?
Really, I think, it's awesome. Like, you, as a little girl, you dream about getting to this point, going to the World Series, and obviously you want to win it all, but the World Series is a amazing experience, win or lose. And so I think my advice to them was just take it all in. Like, take it all in. You're on the biggest stage of your college career, and it's what you've always dreamed of as a little girl. So just take it in, have some fun, let the environment kind of fuel you for the games, and just compete.
I guess a side note, before you guys got ready for Texas A&M for that senior week, Karen talked about how there was a moment where you were walking by her office and you said hi, and she gave you a look, and you're like, don't do that, and just embracing those final moments. So with Karen, what have these final weeks been like, and how are you cherishing these final moments?
Yeah, I think, for me, especially during Supers, like I could just kind of tell my heart rate was going up. I was getting a little antsy for what's going to come. And so I really just kind of took a step back to look at the girls and to look at the team and even the fans too, of this is what I've wanted, just kind of embracing and taking a little moment of gratitude for these final moments and just this final time to play at Sherry Parker Lee Stadium, but also with these people.
We talk about it a lot, but how much of a cheat code is Carlin Pickens to have in a circle where you can just throw out there 3 straight games and there you go, poof, you're in the World Series?
Yeah, she's a dog for that. She was fueled on so much adrenaline, so much just fire and joy, and I think as a team we can have a lot of confidence in that, and just the competitor she is. She is gonna, carry us a long way, and if she's got to do it on defense while we figure it out offensively, she is going to do that. And it's really awesome to have a teammate like that and a pitcher like that who can just own the circle, keep doing what she's doing and not let up.
To have defense play the way that it did in that final game, how important is that kind of defense for a rematch against Oklahoma?
Yeah, it's huge. Like I said, it kind of fueled our energy and our momentum for the Supers, but we've worked on a lot of it throughout the season, and I think that's just going to be big for us competitively against Oklahoma. Like they're a great offensive team. So if we can hold down on defense, it'll be a great game.
How have you seen Gabby Leach develop where she was able to take over that leadoff spot and just kind of spark the offense a little bit?
Yeah, you can definitely see her growth as a player throughout this season, and I'm just so proud of the ways that she's embraced kind of her role throughout this year, and the ways that she's grown confidence in herself. You could see it in her body language, you could see it in her eyes, that she's just out there competing and she's giving it her all, and she's got a lot of tools in her belt. So I think just the way that she's embracing that, it's really awesome to see throughout the beginning of this year into now.
How do you, everybody's goal is Oklahoma City. Now that you've made it, how do you kind of put that aside and know that there's still more work to do? Because a lot of people just talk about getting there. Obviously, this team has bigger goals. How do you kind of, I guess, aspire for more?
Yeah, I mean, Karen talked about it after Supers, like take this time to celebrate. It's a big accomplishment getting to the World Series, but I mean, we're not done yet, and we're hungry for a national championship. So I think just being able to kind of communicate that throughout the team and keeping that competitive fire, like we know we're not done yet. We got a lot of magic left on this team, so being able to continue that throughout the World Series is going to be big for us.
And what makes Oklahoma City so special in your opinion?
I think it's the environment. I think it's, it's the biggest stage that you've wanted to be on since you were little girl starting to play softball. And I think just being able to, like, the perspective of being one of the last 8 teams standing, it's amazing, and you've always wanted to be in that spot. So it's really special, just the fans and the environment, and just the moment to be in the biggest stage that you can be at is really, really cool.
Ella Dodge's bat has come alive this postseason. What makes her so clutch when it comes to postseason? Because we didn't really see all that in the regular season.
Yeah, I mean, she is just a competitive dog. Like, she's got some energy, she's got some focus, she's got just all the things, and really, truly proud of her and just the moments that she stepped up big for us. And I mean, those were 2 clutch hits that helped us win the game. So just the growth that she's in, she's working day in, day out for her hitting, her defense, like everything. She's grown so much as a leader as well. And I think that role and just that challenge has really helped her grow, especially as a freshman. Like, she's stepped up big for us.
What do you think has led to Sophia Nugent's explosion at the plate these last handful of games?
It's been awesome. Like, she is some different character, but she's just out there playing freely. And as a senior right next to her, like, I am really inspired by that, because she's just kind of letting it all loose. She's having fun, she's playing with joy, and she's getting the results that she wants. And I think that's big for her, because she's got a powerful bat, and it's just really cool to see just her leaving it all out in the field.